Alright, hello everyone, this is Stevenson here, and I guess welcome back to another part of Doki Literature Club Plus, I guess. I don't know if I would call this exact playthrough, even though if I did like an hour, 35 minutes stream video upload of me playing through the base game, but I don't know anymore. But I guess time to continue the side stories, right? I don't think I didn't get anything else from the thingamajig, and however new stuff though, like last time. Basically, so now we just need to complete part 2 of understanding, and let's just, I guess, see how the part 2 of that, I guess, ends, and see how it goes. And of course, obviously, I'm gonna keep this as Monica because, you know, Monica best girl, can't deny. But of course, everyone else does have their own personal favorite out of all the 4, and that's fine too. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue this. Let's see, yeah, I guess, yeah, let's go and just get into this. Get into understanding part 2. For the first time, Sarah is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she attempts, or she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down, and oh boy, I had a nice voice crack. But anyways, why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. I mean, hey, not everyone will be able to make everyone happy. There's gonna be some that can't, like, you know, make it through, you know. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sarah continues to wrestle with herself, deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes passes and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Dang. Oh boy, I kinda got that volume loud on Windows volume or whatever. Okay, embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not. Yuri Stanham is unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh, me? It's club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with us ever before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sarah sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic. She realizes that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer and then go around to the boards and replace the old ones with new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without starting, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Damn, they're just really avoiding Sayori today. Damn. Well, this story doesn't even know. Neither of them follow up with anything anymore. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sarah told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sarah into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it, huh? she's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought with but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to you that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club, hopefully anyway. In learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. Can't really speak, goddamn. That everyone can be happy with. Not just only some people. Not only some, yeah, of course. I need to be looking out for everyone, otherwise, what kind of a club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversations about any arbitrary topic? I could talk for hours about the things that I'm into, unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Siri falls into the third category. What? Hold on, you're saying that Siri is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Siri is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I push onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because the pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Suri would be able to say better. Suri is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile, but Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Suri to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exasperating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Suri wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just, it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of the cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club member, or for the club member. You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Dang. It's already the next day. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. Nope, it's still continuing. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work, while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can, it'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. So I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mentioned it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water in. Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Your smiles and nods at the thought. I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then Yuri turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming, but tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Damn, this whole situation, and I guess that's when Monica initially learned that Yuri's into tea more than coffee. Yuri, wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Oh yeah, that's another reason why I like Monica, is just because I do enjoy coffee, and you know, that's another thing about Monica, she enjoys coffee. That's like one of the quote-unquote favorite food. You know, it's kind of, technically it is a beverage drink, although I guess it all falls under within the food category, I guess, I don't know. Yuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sarah has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look, Sarah holds up a sheet of paper. This page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression slips from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fists against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri. Yuri's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Yuri looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No. It's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees, her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations, and as she shuts her eyes, unable to face say or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monica sees her like this, and before Sarah tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Oh. Dang, it's okay. Sarah whispers in a soothing voice, it's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Dang, this is actually pretty well done. Albeit probably looks kind of different from the base game's CGs. But I guess it's like, improved art design, I guess. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying in her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Siri doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. Then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Dang. It's pretty nice. Like, I notice like her eyes are like closing and opening. Kind of reminds me of like the Natsuki CG, like when you're doing her around the game. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's eyes and fall beneath their arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You were so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need to. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to try to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, irrational fears. Well, there's no way that you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, worrying so much about people's feelings. All kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back and smiles at that moment. Already the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Dang, so I guess now we know why. Sayori always has short hair. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading, and yeah, oh boy. I gotta lie, that emotional moment right there kinda had me going a little bit. If you know what I mean. It was getting to me. Just a little bit though. Not too much. That's what I wanted to hear. But we could stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on though, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monica's back. I haven't seen you, like, at all recently. Zero trots over to Monica. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, say alright. Sarah wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sarah can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the Literature Club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes, do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Dang, man. Oh yeah, I guess this is where Natsuki comes into play. But still, yeah. That was pretty nice. And ooh, we got a new email. Okay, is it just me or is it like going back in time? What the hell? Oh my god. That's what it's titled, I guess. Subject. Oh my god. Untitled mail group, do not use. Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monica? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula. It would get 4.0 forward in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the contents of the tweets. Not screaming for help. I'm assuming they're coming from the control simulation. The fuck? And a whoa. Okay, that's something. Dang. Yeah, these are kind of like earned via through achievements sometimes, I guess. Or completing a certain thing, I guess, within this game. Interesting, though. Alright, well. Anyways, so, I think I'll just let that play, honestly. Alright, so, yeah, I guess I'll end it here. Since, it's been a while. Well, what the fuck am I saying? Okay, I'm kind of tired, I don't know. I'm kind of speaking randomly at this point. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, right? So, basically, because that was pretty nice, though. It was like more to the good old getting to know Yuri, I guess. And then the next part, it looks like it's obviously that's where Natsuki's gonna come in and see, and then from there, and then we'll just see how like everything pieces together. I suppose a good wrap up of the side stories, I guess. As could be seen. Still. Coming from the control of the simulation, so I'm guessing it might be one of the devs who made the Twitter, one Monica Twitter. I think it was like I believe it's like at @lolmonix or something like that, @littlemonix or something like that. It's also advertised in Monica After Story mod too, if you guys ever mess with that, which as you guys know for sure, well, you guys don't know, but I do sure as hell do mess with that like a lot daily. Anyways, yeah, I guess that is all for this part. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one when we go to do the Respect side story. Alright, well, until then, you guys take care and all that stuff, and I'll see you guys then. Alright, see ya.